Hello, everybody. Welcome to Living Astrology, the afternoon edition, because typically you don't see me in the afternoon. Yeah, this is the edition. And you'll notice I have a friend sitting with me. This is Amy Patty Colvin, and she and I are participants in the upcoming She Rises Summit. So we wanted to come on today and share with you a little bit of information about what each of us is offering through our master classes, and maybe from Amy's point of view, because she knows more about this than I, that she can update you on what other things you might be able to learn during the summit. Hello, Amy.
Hello, Janet. Thanks so much for taking the time to get together and chit chat with me about this, because I really think that it's a super wonderful opportunity for women to grow and learn. And I know you are really plugged into the streaming technology, and I'm not. And one of the best things about doing this with a friend like you is each of us have different skill levels with different technology. And the number of times that Janet and I over the last week and a half have been texting back and forth, hey, how do you do this? Hey, how do you do that? And, right there's that little bit of vulnerability. We don't have everything wired 100% all the time, right? And so we count on friends, we count on other people to learn and grow from them. And that's one of the things I think is super cool about this summit is there's 50 speakers. We're all talking about a whole bunch of different stuff across all realms of life. And every single person can find something they resonate with. And it's free. So why not sign up?
Exactly. And, to your point, Amy, we are each solopreneurs, meaning, we have our own business, but we're kind of like it. Right. I don't have an entire staff of people doing things for me. I have a VA who might help, with social media and so forth. But I rely on the knowledge that people have, including yourself, to help me through emailing issues or, mailer issues or networking issues, things like that, without friends or without, other women who are in the same businesses or similar businesses, I'd be lost, literally. Right. So when something like this comes along, where I heard you say that there's a CPA that will be on there to help us learn about finances and, other women that might be doing things around wellness. I know that there's a whole wellness category of women. So, maybe new healing methods or different ways to look at, health in your life. And you and I are each doing, our own thing here.
Yeah. So, and we can dive into that in a second, but I want to just follow up on this tangent of what all these people are doing. And so, again, speaking to the idea that this is a holistic summit, and that's what really attracted me to it, because I'm not a business coach. I like to help people to feel better in their bodies. I like to help people figure out how to have a vibrant life. And this summit gives space for me and for you, Janet, to talk about those kinds of things. I mean, one of the things that I can't wait to watch is there's a couple of women. I mean, out of 50 people, there are 2 talking about dance and how it affects life positively, creatively, leadership-wise. And I'm like, man, I can't wait to watch those, having been a former, amateur dancer. It's just like, wow, there's so much cool stuff out there.
That is really cool. I did not know that. And I did not know that about you either, that you like to dance, but I should have guessed because I know you do Qigong and, other movement type things. So that makes perfect sense. I mean, and who doesn't like to dance, really? Or, now I know some people don't like to dance out in front of others, but in your own room or in your own home, I guarantee you're dancing around when the music comes on.
Yeah, or at least toe tapping. And, again, for me, because part of what I teach, although not in this particular environment, is about Qigong, which is basically energy cultivation. That toe tapping, it's just a way of getting that energy to flow up and through the body. And, obviously I'm sitting here waving my hands around. So I'm a very kinesthetic, moving oriented person. And so it's like, yeah, I can't wait to go learn what these women have to say about dance and leadership and creativity. But
Yeah.
let's bring it back to ourselves. Tell us what you're talking about. What's your master class about, Janet?
Yeah. Now, my master class is all about your cosmic soul blueprint. And this is something I've been working on in behind the scenes, uh, kind of creating for a while, because I am really fascinated by what from the soul level our purposes were in coming here. And everybody has a different one, right? We might all have a stream that we're sort of following that's similar, but we all have this unique thing that goes on. And my master class is going to be all about the pieces of your astrology, human design, and Gene Key's story that really represents what your soul is here to do, what was in the blueprint. And I know the master class is really short. We got like 25 minutes, I think, to really go through this. So, of course, the master class then leads to other opportunities for you to learn more about yourself in this particular way. And the real reason for doing this isn't just to, kind of learn information. This is for you to apply it to your life,
Yeah.
to really understand why it is things are happening for you and the way they're happening. And then how is it you can make a turnaround or a pivot point if indeed that's necessary? And trust me, I pivot all the time as I learn more about myself from my human design or my astrology. So I'm really excited to share this because it's a layer of depth in the work that I do that I haven't really gotten to share with that many people yet.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
I am super excited about it. And for those of you who are watching this live stream on my channel and or my Facebook page and don't actually know Janet yet, she's an amazing astrologer. I mean, I don't get traditional astrology at all. It's just like, whew, you talk to me about nodes and this and that and houses, and I'm like, I don't know. But she also does a form of astrology called human design that makes sense to me, being a body-oriented person. And
She's a Virgo.
and I'm a Virgo. But one of the other cool things about it is that through Janet, I've learned about how I show up in the world and how, for example, a couple of different loved ones show up differently. And that gave me such an aha to go, oh, now I get how they are wired a little bit, how they're designed a little bit. And so it makes it easier for me to interact in our relationships. So shout out to Janet. She's super duper cool. And I'm really looking forward to this cosmic blueprint stuff you're working on.
Yeah,
And
I'm really excited about it.
so about this summit, like I said earlier, or Janet and I said earlier, it's free. But one really cool thing that you can do is for $97, which is so inexpensive, you could upgrade to VIP. That gives you a chance to download all 50 masterclasses. Because I mean, who in the world is going to look at 50 masterclasses in 5 days? No one. It gives you a chance to access each speaker's free gifts. We're all giving away free gifts for that entry level, but it also, the VIP level allows you to get into a new level. And Janet is giving away a really cool gift. Do you want to
Reading.
tell us what it is?
Yeah. So as part of because the offer of that I'm really getting to is this, much more intense coaching package. But as a VIP, I'm offering a free 30-minute session with me to pick out one part of your story that is really screaming for notice. And I do this intuitively, but also as I pull a chart for people, I look at it and go, oh, that's the piece that they need. So that is a great place to start, and a lot of value for even just that short period of time and maybe the one or two pieces that I really need to share with you. So that's my VIP, and it does lead to a bigger offer if you want to upgrade to, a full coaching package. And, this is, to your point, Amy, human design gave me such a great appreciation of how other people operate, because I was like, okay, this is how I'm designed so that maybe everybody else, they're not problematic in my life, that they're just different. And that was the big takeaway message that I got from human design. So I'm really happy to share this information with people and looking to take it deeper with everyone. So enough about me. Let's go on to Amy and tell us about what it is you're sharing in your masterclass. Because, I mean, you could have gone many different directions because you, like me, have all of these different things that you do. So tell us what specifically you're going to be teaching in your masterclass, and, might as well tell us your VIP offer as well.
Okay, great. Yeah, it's interesting. So again, for those of you who don't know me, most of you watching this probably know Janet because we're sitting here on our Living Astrology channel.
Yes.
But for me, I teach compassion meditation and Qigong, and I've been teaching about compassion for years, and it's often misunderstood. And I have a couple of programs that I'm launching at the end of the month. But this particular masterclass, so in fact, I was having a conversation with Diane, one of the co-hosts, and she's like, well, what do you think you'd want to talk about, so on and so forth. And I said, well, I help people with mindset. I help people reduce stress, increase focus. And she's like, Amy, there's a bazillion people that do that. I'm like, oh, I guess so. I mean, I have my own way of approaching it, but
Yeah.
she was right. And so then all of a sudden it dawned on me, one of the most powerful ways to tap into compassion that people don't think about is through intentional listening. So that ability to listen to someone wholeheartedly without formulating your answer and in your head while they're talking, without needing to play that one-upmanship game, and to be really comfortable with the idea of, here's this conversation, I'm in it with my peers, I'm in it with my family at a holiday meeting or a holiday get-together, and it's okay if I don't say anything. And that opportunity to go, oh, I can stand in the sidelines and listen, and there's tremendous amount of power in that. And I'll talk about that in my masterclass. And then on to the whole, if you do upgrade to the VIP level, I'm offering a live 90-minute workshop where we'll talk about compassion and compassion training in a little bit more depth, and we'll also integrate Qigong. So as Janet was saying, the whole function of what she does, what I do, and hopefully what all these speakers during the summit are doing is offering ideas around how to integrate this into everyday life. And I was working with a private meditation student just yesterday, and one of the things we talked about was it's so different to work with a teacher or a coach than it is to read about how to meditate from a book.
Yeah.
It's a very different experience. And it's sort of the same thing where, and Qigong, it's not as widely known in the West as things like yoga or even Tai Chi. Tai Chi is under the umbrella of Qigong, but it's really being able to connect with your body, slow yourself down, practice self-compassion, practice compassion for others, and integrate movement into that is just life-changing. And anybody who ends up taking classes with me hears stories about how these practices literally saved my life.
I love it.
So anyway, that's what I'm excited about. And I'm, like Janet was saying, she's leading into a bigger coaching package. What I'm leading into, what my offer is at the end of September, I'm doing a 7-week Cultivating Mindful Compassion program. And then I'm also at the end of September starting a 7-week Qigong for Holistic Vitality. And that's a really nice blend of that Qigong plus compassion training to help you shift your way of being and really become a vital person.
Awesome. Now, Amy, I just posted up my link for people to sign up. Do you happen to have yours handy to put yours in? Because people from your Facebook will be listening to this.
Yeah. Is there any way that you can drop that into my?
Yeah. Because it's not going to let you comment or.
Oh, let me see. Let me see if I can drop it into the comments. Hang on. This is all StreamYard is brand new to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so there. So there. And if you are excited about being in the VIP level, hang on one second, and I can get you straight up VIP link. So anybody who registers, oh, come on, fingers. Anybody who registers has an opportunity as a free entrant, has an opportunity to upgrade. Oh, I see what I'm doing. But if you know already that you're interested in joining this program, and if what we've shared about VIP is exciting to you, then you can just jump right into this VIP level. So let me drop that into there. And for what it's worth, all the hosts and all the people on the back end are keeping track of what we're all doing because these are tracking codes, right? And I want to give a shout out to Janet because as of last Thursday, she was at the #2 level of people coming in. So it's super wonderful that you have so much of a broad fan base. I'm really excited for you.
I was really surprised and shocked when Amy told me that because I literally have just been doing the things that I always do, and this somehow got traction. And I really feel like the traction is coming from the fact that the she rises, right? The rises part, right? Because that just seems to be, and this is not a diss against, men or anything like that, but it's women that really have to, I think sometimes work even harder than men to get to where we are or to get to where we want to be. We're managing households and families and, just it seems like a plethora of things besides what we would do as a business. So I love this idea of supporting women, although men would participate and also learn a lot by following these links and signing up for the summit.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about the deets of the summit because it starts on Monday, the 15th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. East Coast time, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's exactly it. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But the other thing is, I had never heard about this thing called Binge TV. And there is a Binge TV is an Australian-based company, and Danielle and Diane and 5 other speakers are getting onto Binge TV tomorrow, Wednesday the 10th at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, and having a 3-hour sit down with your girlfriends chat over what's working, what's not working in their businesses. Let me just grab that link if I can really quick, and I can drop that into the chat as well.
And anybody can join that. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, anybody can join that. You know what?
And you don't have to be there for the whole 3 hours, which I'm not going to be able to because I have clients tomorrow, but I'll drop in, I think, and have to drop out again. But it'll be fun to see who's there and what they're all talking about.
Yeah, and so the scoop with this, for anybody that's listening to this and wants to give it a go, you need to sign up for an account, but you get a free 7-day trial. So sign up today, put this on your calendar for tomorrow, and then once the She Rises Binge event is over, go back into your Binge account and cancel it. So anyway, if you just want to gain some excitement, join that tomorrow. But otherwise, the summit itself runs next week from Monday to Friday. Mm-hmm. There's going to be a 90-minute live stream every day from 10 a.m. Pacific to 11:30 a.m. Pacific, where the speakers of that, where people can join in. And then each day, certain master classes are dropping. It just by happenstance happens to be that both Janet and I are dropping on the same day, which is Monday the 15th. So Janet and I will be there on this live Zoom call So if you join us too, drop in the chat. Hey, Janet. Hey, Amy. So good to see you guys. So you will, once you join the summit through either of the links here or Janet's link, you will receive an email every day with what's happening that day. And then you'll also have, if you're at the free level, you'll also have through the week and maybe for another 10 days to be able to listen to the master classes. So they're not yanking them down right away. There's a little bit of grace and time in there. And then for the VIP folks, if you are running a business on the 20th, Danielle and Diane are doing another live interactive laser training with the VIPs, so you can learn even more from them about building your business, or maybe even just getting good stuff done in the rest of your life.
It's all fun. It's all fun stuff, all good stuff. And we've met some of the women, at least I've met some of them. I think, Amy, you've probably met all of them, but they are fabulous. I mean, it's just amazing the level of participants here. And that is even more exciting, right? To be able to, meet new women and new ideas. And I've learned a lot just from my limited amount of time that I've been a part of this. And that's been really exciting for me to see as well.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, thanks for taking the time to chat with me about this.
Yay. Thanks for being here. And thank all of you who joined us live. That was totally unexpected, but I love it. And that makes me think that I might come on and do other more surprise lives. Why not?
Why not?
Why not? All right, everybody. And remember, the first links that I sent out to you in the chat were about joining the She Rises Summit. The next links were about the gifts, the VIP and the freebies or the VIP for Amy and for me. And then we also gave you the link to Binge TV. Join free for 7 days. After the summit's over, you can cancel that and still have had access to a lot of women in a roundtable discussion that I think will be fascinating.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amy. And thank all of you. Bye for now.
Bye for now.